Welcome back to another As the Crow Flies adventure. We're here in Hilton Head, South Carolina, staying with some family for the week in a neighborhood called Port Royal back here. Doing a lot of biking with the family. See, I got Jade behind me right now with her dog Hilton. Been finding some cool spots since I've been biking around here, and I figured I would show you guys what we've been getting into here on Hilton Head Island. Let you see some of the cool historical spots we discovered while biking. We're gonna go check out Fort Sherman. Another cool Civil War fort back in here in the Port Royal area. I think it's back here on the left somewhere. No. I like all these street names. Gunpowder Place. A lot of them pay homage to the Civil War and some of the battles that took place here. You got a golf course over here on the right. Gotta love it. Golf course, Civil War fort. Right next to each other. Only in Hilton Head. Here it is, Fort Sherman, completed in 1862. It's a large earth fort designed to defend the Great Union Blockade base on Hilton Head against Confederate land attack. Named after General Thomas Sherman, 2 miles of earthworks enclosing a 14-acre area with other fortifications. Now has been converted into a bike path. There's a layout of the old fort. Right in the middle of the subdivision. All right, let's ride and check it out. Jaden Hilton leading the way. So pretty back here, all this Spanish moss. Nice and shaded. See, over there looks like it's part of the fort still. A big hump. Said it was an earthen fort, so no actual building fortification, just bulking up the land in certain areas there. Oh, there's squirrels everywhere. Yeah, no other remnants back here of anything else. Hard pressed to tell this was even a fort. Signage did not mention any battles taking place here. Nonetheless, still a cool part of Civil War history. How was the fort, Jade?
Good.
Good? You like Fort Sherman?
Yeah.
All kinds of cool little spots back here that are off the beaten path. We're going to stop here and check out Fort Walker, built in 1861. It was a Confederate fort to protect against Union attacks, commanded by Colonel William Hayward, for the brunt of a Union attack on November 7th, 1861. Right here looks like where it all went down. It's reoccupied by the Union forces and renamed Fort Wells. Here is a map illustrating the Battle of Port Royal. You can see Fort Walker right here where we are on Hilton Head Island. And you had all the Union warships out here, basically just taking turns going in, firing, coming back around, doing the same thing. Some Confederate ships over here. And then across the way you had Fort Beauregard, which was also inhabited by the Confederates. They ended up losing the island. The Union ended up taking over. And two brothers, brother against brother. Thomas Drayton's younger brother, Percival Drayton, commanded the Pocahontas, which fired more than 70 rounds in 1 hour at his brother's troops right on this shore here. Now they got this park here commemorating the spot where the battle took place. There's some benches where you can get a good look at the ocean. Right through the trees across the water there, you can see that would be Fort Beauregard. Here's a look at the layout of the fort, Fort Walker. So we're standing in the last remnants of the fort. It's right around this area here. See that marker right there? I don't know if that's what that guy is or not. Yeah, you can see how it was. Hard to tell now. Right across the way would have been Fort Beauregard, also a Confederate stronghold during the Civil War. And it's just incredible to think Union ships out here just launching artillery in here. Here you can see a plaque telling more of the story of these two brothers on opposite sides during the war. Thomas Drayton, who was the general of Fort Walker here, he was in command, was actually attacked by his brother on the gunboat Pocahontas. So two brothers going to war right here. Pretty interesting story. Alright, we got another spot. Prominent landmark for early mariners, known as Hilton Head. After a voyage in 1663 by Captain William Hilton. First permanent settlement in the Carolinas. This became known as Hilton Head Island. Trying to find the Hilton Head Steam Gun. I don't know if it's down here or not, but looks like there's a paved path to the beach. Let's see if we can find it. Alright, I think we found it. The Hilton Head Steam Gun. Never heard of this in my life. Saw it on Google Maps and decided to seek it out, and here we are. Blast of 13 produced. There was 8 on land, 5 that were shipborne, 50 feet long, 15 inches in diameter. 2 steam engine powered electrical generator, 2 air compressors, 2000 psi through the gun. It was fired over 100 times in 1901 to 1902. So it didn't last very long. Is really all that's left. I don't know if this was the actual base or just a ancillary building to take care of the gun. Looks like the gun may have been mounted right here. will be my guess. Maybe this house, the tanks or pneumatic pressure or whatever to get the gun to fire. I don't know. This is my first time really hearing about steam guns without doing much research. Alright, as I came down the bike path here, it looks like there's more remnants of what used to be the steam gun. It's starting to make sense right here. Oh yeah, you can see the round fitting here that the steam gun would have sat in here. That's really cool. So this was not for Civil War, where we just saw Fort Walker, which was literally up that way. This was early 1900s technology, now in ruin. Right here on this nice quiet private beach. It's super cool. Imagine seeing that baby get shot off. The steam gun just shooting out behind into the ocean. It'll be a sight to see. Here we are at the Stony Baynard Ruins, all the way on the south end of Hilton Head Island. We're way down here where the plantation home used to be. Was the Braddock's Point plantation. That's all that's left. Let's go check it out. Here in Sea Pines in Hilton Head. This is a corner of the old plantation house. 1793 it was built. It burned down in 1867. Made from tabby. There's all that's left.
It took a long time to build that. Yeah, I should take this off.
That's super cool.
Do you guys see the shells in there?
Yeah, the shells are
Those are shells?
inside the foundation.
Is that what a tabby will is?
Yeah. It's this mixture they made
National
of shell
Register of
and
Historic Places.
cement. I didn't read the sign close enough, but some sort of hybrid mixture of cement and rock and other shell pieces. Super cool. You get a pretty good idea the size of the building. Okay, here, so we'd be looking head on. This would have been the entrance to the house. Looks like another foundation. Another smaller house.
Is it tabby?
Yeah, it's made out of that tabby. Mystery of the tabby blocks.
Let the camera see my puppy.
So the supporting pier on the right was the chimney of the plantation kitchen,
So
which is where slaves prepared food for the residents of the main house, which would have been right there.
a big chimney.
Show them my puppy. This is my puppy, Hilton. Do.
Chocolate lab?
Yeah.
I thought you had a golden retriever.
No, but the golden retriever's face was all messy.
A lot of meals were cooked and a lot of smoke went through this chimney over its time here. And it says keep off, but I do just want to touch it. The reason why it's still standing.
It's raining on Hilton.
Feels solid. This would have been the slave quarters. And all that's left is the Tabby Foundation.
How did people figure this out?
Wild.